Namaste, viewers. It's Monday morning, January 13, 2025, and I'm your host, Sunil Thakkar of Sunny Talks Money. Welcome to ST Money's Business News. We provide you the latest and updated 5-minute summarized Indian market wrap. But before we roll on, please do subscribe, share, and like this video. Thank you. Now, let's roll. The stock market highlights from Friday, January 10, 2025. The Indian markets ended lower during a highly volatile session on January 10. Following a brief spell in the positive, benchmark indices Nifty and Sensex erased gains to end in the red. Despite weak Asian markets, benchmark indices opened higher but erased all the gains in the opening hour and gyrated between gains and losses throughout the session before closing on a negative note. At close, the Sensex was down 241 points or 0.31% at 77,378, and the Nifty was down 95 points or 0.40% at 23,431. For the week, BSE Sensex and Nifty fell more than 2%. 36 out of the 50 constituent stocks of the Nifty 50 ended in the red, with the losses led by Shriram Finance, Adani Enterprises, IndusInd Bank, NTPC, Bharat Electronics, and Ultratech Cement. Conversely, TCS, Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech, Wipro, and Infosys were among the 14 stocks that ended in the green. Among the broader markets, Nifty Mid Cap 100 ended 2.08% lower. Nifty Small Cap 100, on the other hand, ended with losses of 2.61%. Sectorally, Nifty IT was the only gainer, surging 3.44%, while sectors like media, realty, PSU Bank, and healthcare faced significant declines. Metal and financials also remained under pressure, reflecting bearish sentiments. IT stocks, the only saving grace in a weak market, couldn't help the index higher. This comes after TCS recorded better than expected quarterly earnings, signaling early signs of a discretionary demand revival and subsequent rise in margins from financial year 26. TCS was the brightest spark in trade, up a massive 5.6% following its Q3 earnings report. The company reported its highest third quarter order book in 5 years, with a total contract value of $10.2 billion. Drawing optimism, CLSA upgraded the stock to outperform and raised its price target to rupees 4,546. Shares of Adani Wilmar extended the losing streak for the third consecutive day, falling 10% on January 10, as promoter Adani Commodities launched a 2-day offer for sale for non-retail investors. The sale for retail investors is set to begin on January 13. Adani Commodities plans to sell 17 crore shares in Adani Wilmar, which accounts for 13.5% of the company's total issued and paid up equity share capital. Shares of IRCTC gained as much as 5%, snapping its 2-day losing streak on the bourses after international brokerage Macquarie initiated coverage with an outperform rating and assigned a target price of rupees 900. Tata Elxsi shares dropped 7% on January 10 after the company reported disappointing results for the October-December quarter, missing street estimates. As a result, analysts at Morgan Stanley have downgraded the stock to an underweight rating and reduced their target price to rupees 6,000 per share from 6,500 rupees. In the US on Friday, stocks got hammered and bond yields climbed alongside the dollar, with traders slashing their bets for Federal Reserve interest rate cuts after a blowout jobs report. New non-farm payrolls data showed the economy added 256,000 jobs in December, blowing past consensus expectation of 155,000 to 160,000 by economists. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and the Nasdaq Composite each fell 1.63% to 41,938 and 19,167 respectively, while the S&P 500 fell 1.5% to 5,827. Brent crude is nearly $80 a barrel at $79.76. Gold is rupees 78,700 per 10 grams, and silver is rupees 92,610 per kilogram. Now, for today's outlook for the Indian market, Nifty can find support at 23,400, followed by 23,300, and then 23,200. On the higher side, 23,600 can be the immediate resistance, followed by 23,700 and 23,800. Participants should align their strategies accordingly, prioritizing relatively strong sectors or themes for long trades and targeting underperforming segments for short positions. Stocks to watch today: DMart, NLC India, HEG, Biocon, InterArch Building, Standard Glass, Vari Energies, Oberoi Realty, Just Dial, PCBL, Suntech Realty, JSW Energy, Signature Global India, Sudarshan Pharma, Polymedicure, ICICI Lombard International General Insurance Company, Adani Wilmar, Indian Overseas Bank, Bank of Baroda, Ola Electric Mobility, and Standard Glass Lining Technology will be in focus on January 13th today. 5 IPOs are making their debut this week. They are Lakshmi Dental, Cabra Jewels, Rickhow Securities, Landmark Immigration Consultants, and EMA Partners. That's it for today. I will see you again tomorrow morning. Happy investing, stay inspired, and remember, it is all about money.